Дорогие, привет. Oops, sorry, in English. Hello, dear all. I don't see you yet.
Hello. Hi, Miriam.
Hello, my dear. Okay, we're ready to start. Whoever is first. Good to see you.
Good to see you too,
Thank you.
Miriam. Good
Yes, my
morning.
love. Good morning.
I am under great impression after the video that you recorded in Russian maybe a week ago about intuition. This is so great. It's long, like 35 minutes, right? And maybe even longer. And it has just the points on how to expand your intuition, how to, I don't know, bring it alive, probably how to feel it, first of all, right? So I have a couple of questions about that. So I already asked you, I don't know, a year ago, 2 years ago, how to distinguish whether it's really your intuition or some voices, right? I remember you told, you answered that intuition is very gentle, low voice, and it doesn't, I don't know, I hope Miriam is here. Miriam, did you leave? Are you coming back? Oh, okay.
I'm here. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. No problem. Yeah, so how to distinguish all those voices that are not mine? Very often I can do that. I clearly hear, okay, that's my mom's voice. That's someone else's voice. And sometimes it's your voice, actually. And I try to, dwell inside myself and try to hear my voice and to say, yes, that's me saying. Another thing is that I'm trying to be here and now and to also kind of comment on what I'm doing. Okay, that's my body, that's my hand, I'm taking a cup, I'm drinking, I don't know, coffee, or the drink is going down. Yes, sometimes I kind of envision what is going on right now. And what I wanted to ask, yes, so the first question, how to make it like more, I don't know, productive, to be sure that yes, that's my intuition, that's God speaking in me. There was another question. I'm sorry, I forgot. I will ask you later, probably.
So when you do understand it's your intuition, when you put aside all the other voices and you identify that there are different people in your life that are speaking through you, and you identify your own voice when you're shaky, when you're not sure it's yours or not, what feelings you have then? Like exactly what do you feel usually?
I think that maybe sometimes I don't like the answer. And I think, okay, maybe it's not me. Like I don't accept what the intuition tells me.
So there is an inner conflict with your own voice. Your own voice, you feel like, nah, that's not good enough, or that's not right. That doesn't suit me.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Right. So there is a kind of dislike towards some part of you, right?
Right.
A more spiritual, more intuitive part of you. You kind of push it away, that part of you. You can't rely on it. You don't want to rely on it, right?
Yeah, I can
So
see that.
what I would do, if you have two objects next to you, like two small objects, it could be something, just to put two things in your hands, right? And just say, this is me, this is me. Yeah. Which one is you? Yeah. And that is your intuition, the other one. Yeah. So look at yourself first. And what do you feel?
I don't know. I feel that it's me. I I don't know how
What
to
comes to
explain.
me? What comes to me, you feel extremely scattered, like it's all over the place. It's unsettled, uncentered. This is how you see yourself. I'm with a little bit of criticism, like I'm not centered, and it could be very well from that why I'm picking this up. Intuition doesn't come in uncentered me, not aligned, not present, not gathered, right? So this is how, when you look at yourself, you definitely feel that, like, I'm so all over the place. How could I possibly have intuition? And when we look at your intuition, if you could just look and pick up something, what do you feel?
I'm scared of it. I'm scared that it will come and I will fully feel it and I will
Hmm.
be
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
overwhelming.
mighty.
Exactly.
It's like I'm really scared that it might bring something huge, new, what I haven't felt before. It might bring anything that I not necessarily be ready to accept and to welcome. And it might not be something like bad, right? Like not nice things in the life, but it might be also very pleasant. What I was probably dreaming about, like in the back of my head, but I'm afraid of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your intuition is connected with the world after life. You put it together. It's connected to the other realms, and there is an element of death there. So you are a little bit scared and kind of like you don't want to look there. But at the same time, because it's connected, since intuition and death in your life is connected, you kind of tempted to move towards intuition, but you yourself block it because you don't want to go towards death. Right. And it is overwhelming, it is abstract, it is great, it's beautiful, but not yet. Right. So let's just go a little bit faster. We're going to fast forward because we don't have a whole hour just for this work. All we want to do, and we're going to set that as an intention, we want you to connect with your intuition that is safe for you to translate within the body in your human form. And you want to download that part of intuition and make peace with it and openly look at it. So you kind of look at your intuition now and you say, I'm gathered enough in a human sense to pick up my own intuition and to receive it. And it's safe for me to receive it while I'm in the body. Still, there's doubts. Are you sure? Maybe not me. Maybe I'll rely on somebody else's intuition better. But your intuition is moving towards you, definitely. There is a pull and there is a process. You need to make peace. Peace. I have enough intuition to download within my human existence. And I'm very grateful for that. So it definitely comes into you, and you need to adjust. You need to feel comfortable having it, owning it. It's like an additional, I don't know, $200,000. So you kind of need to feel comfortable in that new expansion, right? It's definitely happening the way I feel it. I don't know what you feel.
I also am feeling it. There is a good feeling. It's like
Yeah, yeah,
downloading into me, and I'm
yeah,
smiling, and I feel it all over the body.
yeah. Ticking in the body. I also feel, especially in your back. Beautiful. See how it settles in you, and maybe towards the end you will revisit. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure, my love. Yes. Anyone else? Who has a question? Anyone has a question? I want to take everyone as much as possible. And if you could put the video on, that would be amazing. Anybody? Nobody has a question. Sometimes it's possible. We could just exchange quietly and you get what you need. Even in those gaps, you get a lot.
Мирьям,
Yes.
я просто не могу сейчас включить видео. Я не в том виде, чтобы включить видео. Но параллельно, когда...
Okay.
Sorry,
Just speak,
in
speak
Russian.
in. Yeah.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
I cannot turn on the video. I'm not in appropriate form to turn on the video.
Mm-hmm.
While Yulia was working on her intuition, I was trying to feel mine. And
Mm-hmm.
first, like her, I also just somewhat intuition. And then I just simply feel very calm, very peaceful,
Mm.
and self-confident. Is it intuition?
Mm. Mm. I think you're picking up maybe a little bit of something I translate here. Let's just look at your intuition. What relationship you have with your own intuition?
Um,
Mm.
do you have any question for me?
I just want to feel it out a little bit, but tell me, what is it that you feel? You and your intuition, like
Yeah,
what relationship is it?
when it's calm, like I think, like I feel this is right. Sometimes I hesitate if it's right or not, and then I feel that I will go with it, and because what has happened if it's I feel like I would like to do this, not to like disappointed other people with my decision, and then I'm taking the responsibility this time I feel what I feel, I will go with it, even it will show that later on will show any mistake, but now I feel this. So sometimes I just don't want to disappoint other with my decision that I feel this way was right. That's all. What was it like?
So usually you go with your intuition, or usually you first check?
I decide like it's a little step back, and then I force it. Yeah, I should choose it. I should choose what I feel.
And usually it's right, the decisions that you make out of this place of intuition?
Yeah, mostly. If I sometimes hesitate and go with other decision, then I see I should more be self-confident in going with mine, not to other with their decision.
From what I feel, you're a little child. When you look at your intuition, you're a little child, and your intuition is dependent on surroundings, and they kind of inspire you to look and to be friends with your intuition. It's like you need a parent, I'm not talking a direct parent, somebody there kind of to bounce it against, right? You have some dynamic with your intuition, which requires a lot of force and a lot of other elements, right? You want to get rid of that. You don't want any other elements to be in between you and your intuition. There is some blockages.
How you find that it's absolutely true. That's right. Like in the same picture, I'm a parent, I'm a child, and it's go like between us, right?
Yeah. So let's just fast forward very quickly and assume that child inside you grew up, and before it used to rely on an adult, and it was beautiful. We accept that part of your existence, that you needed an adult to rely on. But right now, you're on your own. You make your own decisions. You're fine if somebody does not approve. You're fine if somebody approves. It doesn't make you overly excited or happy if somebody approves or disapproves. It's just their opinion, and that's okay. But you know exactly where you're going, and you know exactly what and who you are. And your intuition serves that, because before your intuition served that dynamic between little me and other big people around me, big authorities. It served different purpose. But you want primarily to be okay with other people around you, to love them, to accept them, but not to bounce against them. Their opinion is fine. Their opinion about your choices is fine, whether it's good or bad. And over here, you get stuck. You get very uncomfortable when people are not fine with your choices. Yeah, it's something that you need to let go of, that dynamic. And it's more on the subconscious level. Just decide, I'm letting go of that element. Making other people be okay with my decision, I'm letting go. I don't need it anymore. It was useful before. I thought that's how you develop connection and love, but it's not true. You could do completely different things, not approved by other people, and there's still love between you. There's still mutual interest. And you kind of need to sit with that new version of who you are to other people. Is there anything else towards that? Please mute yourself.
Я не хочу звонить, что он обычно сидит и отвлекает. Ну, хорошо. Я не означает, они
Please mute yourself.
Надо уходить куда-то, скажи.
Никита, я думаю, не слышит
Ну,
вас.
куда-нибудь надо уходить. Нет, у нас с тобой занятия в час. Еще есть время.
А еще есть Александра у нас.
Начало 12.
Okay, so let's just hear you. What do you have to say on that?
Thank you very much for beautiful description. Yes, there is exactly the dynamic you explained, you described, and I am happy to hear it. And I know what I should work with. Thank you.
Yes, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, who is next? Thank you.
Maybe people during the work and they cannot talk.
Yeah. Okay, anyone?
I may have a question.
Sure, please introduce yourself.
My name is Lana. Hebrew name is Liat.
Yes.
I have a question more how to look at my situation. I'm not sure if anybody, you can offer any advice. The situation is I have 3 dogs. There was a long story how I ended up with them. My oldest one is 9.5, so I had him for more than 9 years. But I'm alone and I just moved to a new city, and it's very difficult for me to care for them. I don't have practically any social life because of them. I work full time, so my mornings are spent walking them. That's why I, don't even have my camera on because I'm walking them right now in the park. And then after work, I have to run home and take care of them, walk them, feed them. Now they have also different kind of things, like they have fleas. So for 2 months, I've been fighting with them. It's my whole life is spent with them. If I have to go away, I have to find a dog sitter. Anyway, so part of me really loves them. Um, I like to go to places where people don't usually go, hiking, beaches, and I love having them with them just for companionship and safety. I like to play with them, kind of like child in me really connects to them, and caring part of me really connects to them. But the part of me that's thinking, and also when I date, sometimes men don't want to have dogs, and there are a lot of people who said no to me because I have dogs. I consider they ask if I can find somebody that I can give the dogs to, and I was considering that, but I have a very close relationship with them already developed. They're part of my family, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't imagine giving them to somebody they don't know. So I always like in between the feelings that on one hand, like from the bottom of my heart, I really love them and I want to be with them. On the other hand, I'm telling myself, why you um why you spending so much time, why you um like giving so many years of your life to care of them while you can be doing something. Like I want to write. I started a book, and I only find like 1 hour on Sunday to really do that because of all the stuff that I have to do for my dogs. But this is a situation right now, and I just want to find a better thought process to think about that. I guess that's what my question is.
All right. Thank you so much. So while you were talking, different things came up, and I'm going to just run it by you, see if it resonates. You definitely feel guilty. This is a projection about much deeper relationship that you're holding on to, that you feel like you didn't do enough or you didn't do anything at all, and you're kind of working it out on dogs. What comes up is an abortion. Again, it could be yours, it could be in the family that you took as a duty to
Say it again,
fix.
it came up as what?
Abortion.
Huh.
Abortion.
Interesting.
You feel definitely guilty and obligated to carry some burden about that. You feel uncomfortable that it's around you, but at the same time, you can't benefit from it. It's like when you abort a child, you don't have mutual love. You feel like you need to give, but there is no child or grown-up child that gives you love, respect, honor, joy, etc. So it's like only one way, right? Even though in this dynamic, dogs maybe give you pleasure, like you said, but it's mostly as service. I see very strong attachment to only 2 dogs, not to 3.
You're so
And
right. Oh my
most of
goodness.
work,
Wow.
yeah, and mostly you are working heavy relationship with that, with abortion and unfairly treated men in the past. Like you truly admit and feel that you did not treat the man in your past in the right way, and you kind of want to make up for that.
Abortions, you're right. I did have 3 abortions in my life. And actually, those 3 dogs, sometimes I think of that, even though that wasn't a conscious decision.
Say it again.
Huh?
Say it again.
I said that I did have 3 abortions in my life. So sometimes I think that it just corresponds to 3 dogs I have, even though it wasn't a conscious decision just to get dogs for this purpose. But sometimes I think, that that's the way it happened. And men, I don't feel that I mistreated any man. Not that I can think of, to be honest with you. Um,
Could be most of those 3 aborted children were either all of them were boys or most of them were boys. It could
and
be.
also that the relationship mostly to 2 of them, you would also very right, because I have them for a long time. And the last
Yeah.
one, it was actually their puppy. And it just happened that somebody who took the returned her, and I decided to keep her, but I have the least connection to her. So you're also very right about that. But
Yeah.
how do I?
So
Yeah.
yeah, let's just let's look at abortions, right? What do you feel about all those abortions?
Not good. I did not feel good when it happened. I felt guilty when I was doing them, with just different reasons. But I honestly wish I was still able to um, have more children to make up for them. Honestly, it's I not even just guilty, but I'm just thinking it was so great if I had those children right now. I have 2 children, and they're, Baruch Hashem, really great children. Um, And I'm just thinking the slice of consensus that were there at that time, I would be able to overcome them.
So
And
there is a
really,
guilt. There is an element of guilt on a deeper level, and there is an element I could make up for it, and that's why you attracted those dogs into your life as an element of raising and serving and taking care of and being busy and consumed. Like your idea about children is that you are taken on some level and you're consumed by raising them. But the only dysfunction here, when you raise a dog and the dog is in your presence, it's a different type of experience than raising a child.
for sure.
Right. So that's where the feeling of like unsettled and unhappy and dissatisfied comes from. So we want to separate and we want to say it's okay to have dogs and it's different from having children. Like some part in you, so to speak, merge them together, doesn't see the difference. When you separate those two things, there is going to be like a clear understanding. It's two different relationships, two different results, two different back and forth exchange, and it's okay for both. That's number one. Just
How do I do that? Just to say to myself, imagine that. What is the best way to approach that separation?
so there is a work happening here already. There is, as we're talking, it's separating because you kind of need to expand yourself. You merge them together. You're like, okay, great, I could have the three dogs. And this is going to replace that feeling of dissatisfaction of raising children or giving birth to children, three of them, right? With one abortion, it feels exactly like with the dog. You feel like you don't really feel that heavy and guilty and loaded, but with two, you do. And there's a lot of like lack from that. You did need to bring more children into this world, and your subconscious feels that. But at the same time, that merge between the dogs and the people, you want to separate and let that flow separately. Yeah, and it happens. It's going to download in you. You'll feel more calm about not to replace person over dog and dog over person. It's just two different relationship, and that's okay. They're both beautiful on a different level, but it's just different. There's no replacing. And now you want to look at the three aborted children and your contract with them, your relationship with them. You don't want to look there. That's a first glance. You feel uncomfortable, shamed. But we're going to get there. You're going to feel. So those souls chose you because they needed to be aborted. I just want you to make peace with that. You were moved to abort them because that's what their soul journey had written for them. So you did at most what you needed to do in this specific relationship. You were signed in to conceive from specific man in a specific setup, carry this child in you with a bunch of different experiences that happen in that short period of time. And your job was concluded when you aborted each and every one of them. Your job was not to give birth and to raise and to exchange on a human level. It was different type of contract. What comes, what feelings you have towards that? What I just said.
I don't know. Right now, I'm just taking it in and just trying to think of it this way. I think I have more peace thinking of this way, more calm
Yeah.
and peace.
Yeah. Between you and a man that was a dad of those children, there was a mutual understanding that your job lasts at that. You both, on a subconscious level, took on yourself that, even though they might not be involved, they didn't care on a conscious level, but just see it as such. See it in that version. And there is no need to look for substitute. There is no need to look for fixing, uprooting, repenting. There is none of that left. This job was done, not for the guys that were dads, and not for you. You're not doing anyone a favor, because some part of you feels, I will take this obligation to serve the dogs because guys also are guilty. There are some guilt and blame towards guys, like how would they force me, or they didn't care enough, they didn't force me to keep the pregnancy, something like that.
Yeah, it was my ex-husband. It was all with my ex-husband. But
Yeah,
yeah,
there's something.
he didn't want much. He didn't want any children. I'm glad I had two. But yeah.
Yeah, and you look down at him like, how could he do that at his own children? Didn't he feel moved by me aborting? So just look in a different version. He also had a contract between him and those souls that he helps them come on a certain level of this reality, and then the contract is finished. There is no more further connection in this reality. Maybe in a higher realms there is still connection, but here as humans, as father and mother, that's all needed to be done. And free yourself from further doing towards that, and free him for further doing. And just now, as I said it, there's like a broadness in me. That's what I feel looking through you.
Yes. Yes.
And you could have dogs, but even if you give it away to a better kind of settings where there is time, and like I see a younger girl who is like always wanted a dog, some interest, like she has all the time and she's running from school, wanting to walk the dog. There's something like that. You want those dogs to be given over to such settings. You don't connect anymore with any obligation. And you allow that to take its place. You definitely don't need 3 dogs. I see more you with the cat for some reason. I think cat.
Oh, no, not cats. Not a cat person.
Yeah, but it's okay. You don't need pets at this moment, because even a cat is more a replacement of somebody. I think, I don't know if you miss your grandma.
Mm,
Some,
maybe.
some projection there on the cat. But if you don't want, just leave it at that. And I just say, I let the life to take its turns and let those dogs find the right place. I free myself from that duty and obligation.
I feel like I'm gonna be scared being alone without them. I don't know.
Yeah, it's that still residue of the previous feeling. How can I hold the space of being so guilty for those children? And you're scared to face that guilt. You need somebody there that you constantly feed off that guilt. But just trust the process. You're fine meeting the glimpse of that guilt, understanding that there is no guilt. Everything was fine. You did what you had to. and you aborted as those souls needed to be aborted. That's their path. You attracted exactly the souls that you needed to abort.
Oh boy. Thank you, Miriam.
There's
That's
definitely boys there, like you're right. This is how it feels. There's definitely, I don't know if you knew.
I felt that two were definitely boys. Yeah, I did feel it. I'm not sure the last one. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Miriam, so much. It's a lot to take in because I've been
Yes.
carrying it for a long time. But I really appreciate it. Really, I think it really opened something, a new door for me and a new light. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Miriam.
My pleasure. Thank you.
It's so
Yes.
interesting. I just got rid of the cat. I've got a good home for him. Last year in December, people found him in a pipe of the restaurants. I know those people, they brought it to me. They told we have nothing to do with it. We cannot keep them in this restaurant. Like we need, and I tell you the truth, all my life I had cats and dogs. Like I'm very friendly with cats and dogs. But this time of life, I didn't want any cats and any dogs. Okay. But it came into my life. But from the minute one I knew, he was very cute. I tell you the truth. He was very intelligent. I even in 6 months that I had him, I was teaching him. He was like a dog, sitting, like listening to all the commands, doing okay, very cute. But I knew I have to look for home for him from the beginning. It was inside of me. It's not that I wanted or I don't. I just knew I have to find a home for him. I don't know what kind of duty I paid. I don't know what. And I started to talk with my sister, who's both my sisters. They love cats and dogs. One of them has 4 cats. The other one had 2 cats and a dog. And I started to talk to them. I didn't want to put it on them, but I thought, listen, probably people who loves cats and dogs, whoever wants. He's very cute. He's very young. At the end, my sister Anne took him, as a third cat. He's very happy right now there. But the point is that from the beginning, I didn't feel guilty that I'm getting rid of him. From the beginning, I miss him. I even miss him a little bit, because he was fun. He was running here like crazy. Okay. But it's exactly what I tell. Like, I don't know, we do works in this life without even knowing sometimes that's what we're doing. It's
Yeah.
interesting. This story brought to me, my own, whatever I went through right now. I just brought him to Ontario and left it with my sister. They love
Yes.
him.
I
Anyway,
see. Any
thank
questions?
thank you very much, because everything that you were saying to the previous listener, I think connect to many women who went through abortions. And I think it's a great, great insight. Thank you very much for this.
Yes, my pleasure.
Yes.
Good
I
to
have questions too, but I cannot talk. I have somebody at my home that understands English. I cannot talk, but maybe privately I will write you what
Okay.
happened in the recent week. And for me right now, it's just a question. Abba, what do you want me to do?
Next week is in Russian, so you're welcome to
Oh,
come.
yeah, next week in Russian. Okay, maybe next week I will, make a question. Okay,
Yes.
thank you very
All right.
much. Thank
Good to hear
you.
from you. Yes,
Why
honey.
I asked today is it English or Russian?
Hello.
Because my mom is in a group of Russian, as I wanted to tell her that it's gonna be, a free web that she will connect
Oh, okay. So next
with
week.
Zoom next week. Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Bye.
my dear. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye. Bye.
Yes, Alina.
Hi. Since we're on the topic of pets and intuition, so I don't know. I had like 4 accidents with the cat, and I don't know what's one after another. It was one gap, but my son's cat bit me, and the last time he bit me, he punctured an artery in my leg, and I bent the. I said the cat is not coming into house anymore. That's it. So I don't know what does it mean.
What feelings you have? Fear, anger?
I was angry at the cat. Then I was scared of the cat, and then I said, I'm done with the cat. He's not coming back. That's it.
I don't know. It comes up right away that the cat is holding the space of your mom, and there is a certain playing back and forth of certain element between you and your mom over the cat. So there is a biting element. There is a kind of aggression,
Mm-hmm.
and you push it away in a way, right?
Mm-hmm.
But cat wanted to teach you on a lighter level how to deal with aggression, especially
Mm-hmm.
of a mom, which you're
Mm-hmm.
part of. So it comes up like this. You have an element of your mom inside you. There is a living energy flowing through you, which is alive. It's a life force. And you push that away in a sense that you don't need it. It's too aggressive. But
Mm.
yet you want a life force to be part of you. So there is a conflict. Does that
Mm.
resonate?
Yes, I would say, yeah.
Yeah. So there is an element of like, I'm weak, I can't do it. I'm not talking about in regards to mom and you. I'm just generally in life.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pull it together. I'm
Mm-hmm.
too weak. It's not for me. It's too big for me. And yet you want to go broader in life and more expand in life and more grounded in life. So there is a part in you that is aggressive, that is expresses from your mom. And you basically need to learn how to deal with your own aggression.
Okay.
Does that make sense? And that will give you much more ability to ground yourself in this world. It's like another life force that you were not accepting. And you need to accept it, and that opens a door to another 50% of you. So
Okay.
first, we want to thank the cat that bit you, right?
Foggy.
And we want to, yeah, cats and dogs, they take a lighter version of certain processes and they come and they teach us. They kind of in our, out of all animals, cats and dogs, they are in our realm. They play out kind of human dynamics,
Mm.
but much lighter version, right?
Mm.
Did your mom want to abort you? Did you ever hear that she wanted to?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's where it's coming from. The aggression that my mom wanted to take my life away and I pushed her away. And all my life I'm fighting for this additional life force that she didn't want and I wanted. I wanted to come here and she wanted to abort me. It's very
Yeah.
interesting. Like abortion comes up in multiple um, setups.
Mm.
So you say, regardless whether my mom wanted to abort me or not, I would have been born here. Just make peace. Just make every single part of your body hear that. I would have be born regardless. You know, like people go to do abortions. I'm sure you've heard stories, and like there's a blackout, computers don't work,
Yeah.
nurse messed up the time, this and that, and mom decided to keep you last minute, and all those elements would have been there. And just make peace that regardless of what she wanted or not, I would have been born. This time around, I would have been born. So I have no complaints to my mom that she wanted to abort me. She wanted to bite me, take my life away, right?
Mm-hmm.
That conflict plays out a lot in your life with your mom, as if
Yes.
she's taking part of your life. That's how you feel. You feel choked by her,
Yes.
as if her story was, if I'll abort this baby, I'll have more life. And you felt threatened by, oh, she wants to live off my energy.
Yes.
So just make peace and say, her thoughts are irrelevant to my life. My life force just flows into the world and communicates directly to this world. Yes, there are different elements that she wanted. She felt like strongly she wants to take my life away. But right now I see it separately. She bounced something hers against me. It's her story. And I return it back to her. Her story that she needs to get energy from somebody's life in order to feel more alive. This is her dynamic. I return it back to her. My life is not touched. It's like, see as if you have like absolute protection between anyone trying to take your energy away for different reasons, and they bounce back. There is no ability there.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah.
does that make you feel?
Uh, Good. I have been sort of leaning in that direction. Um, because try to break a patterns of from like holding things in and being overly angry and aggressive. So I was catching myself. Why do I care even? You know,
So why do you care?
I think it's the old pattern from like childhood, and I'm sure I'm capable of like rewriting it.
Yeah, so the
You know.
old pattern is the way you fixate before this communication, that you protected yourself. You forced her out, just like you did with the cat. You forced the cat out and you said, no way, you're not going to be in my house anymore. My life is my life. So you gave yourself kind of an okay to push all those that are trying to take from you and take your life away, and you fixated on that pattern. And I want you to uproot that to a different level and say, I don't need to protect, I'm protected. I don't
Yes.
need to protect myself, I am protected.
Yes.
So the aggression was going out in order to defend yourself, protect yourself, push aggressors away. And you didn't own your aggression, as if your aggression was
No, I
only,
didn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
aggression,
that's a bummer.
yeah, was only for that purpose, in order to protect. Now that you are protected, you have this unbelievable cocoon around you that protects you. It's a God's will, right? God's will of you, of wanting to be in this world. It's God's decision, regardless of anyone's opinion about it. And they have their source of life. They could go and discover it. They don't need to take your life in order to gain life for themselves. And God wants you to be here, and He'll protect till the day you need to go. So, right now, with that recognition, your aggression belongs to you. It's not designed only to push other people away. It's just part of your resource. It's
Mm-hmm.
just you own it. It's like a painting or a beautiful house. It's part of your resource. It's like a certain things you own. And you'll decide what to do with it. But right now, it's not serving only that purpose to protect yourself, because you are protected.
Yeah. Thank you.
How does that feel?
Yeah, I've been contemplating on this, because it's something happened, I feel like a few days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of catch myself. Why do I feel like I need to defend myself in the first place? But it's also was there elements I was hungry and I was tired and I worked very long shifts, so I was like a little short fused. But when it calms down, I'm like, why is it even? It shouldn't be even a problem, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you see, when you feel drained, you feel a threat that somebody is taking your energy. When you
Mhm.
don't sleep, you overwork, you feel somebody is sucking your energy. And that's when aggression used to show up.
Yes.
But right now, we don't need aggression to show up only at those times. Aggression is a resource. It's part of you. It makes you part of this world. It makes you feel comfortable. It makes you seen by others because they also carry aggression and joy and love. It's all mixed here. So you look similar. You look like part of this world because you regain the ownership of I could be a carrier of aggression. I don't need to only use it in
Yes.
reactivity. But it's still settling. It's still
It's
arriving.
stalling. Yes. I'm in a process. Yes. Thank you.
Yes, my dear. Good to hear from you.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe one more question if anybody has, and then we're ready to call it a day. Yes? If not a question, maybe somebody wants to have a feedback for today's class.
I do have sort of another question.
Yes, my dear.
Intuition.
Mhm.
This is a little embarrassing. There were a few incidents when I enjoyed so much getting validation from the opposite sex. Also at work, I'm getting a lot of it. So the embarrassing part is that, like, why do I even need it? I'm happily married, and my husband is gives me a lot of attention and he meets all my needs. But he is very intuitive and very sensitive, and he can feel it. If somebody flirted with me at work and I come back, right away he knows. And he gets defensive and
Mhm.
jealous. And he says things like, share your location on Google Maps, stuff like that. Yeah, that's it.
What comes up, I don't know about intuition here, but in this specific dynamic, you you subconsciously create those games in order to make him be like that. For some reason, for some part of you, it's reassurance that he still loves you and wants you to be his wife. That trigger, for some reason, has to be present. And that part of you, woman, constantly needs another guy to kind of stimulate. That's how that part of your woman expression understands to stimulate your current man. Like as if without that trigger, he cannot be continuously present, loving, validating, wanting to stay and be in your life. Does that say anything?
Yes, I think it's because my past relationships, there was insecurity and uncertainty, but now I do have it. So I try to understand, like, okay, you already got it, like, let it go. Like, kind of, like, it's kind of like embarrassing, almost like I'm already settled. Why do I still go into a pattern of like when I was dating, all these games, stuff like that?
Yeah, because there is a part in you that feels that you don't deserve a long term relationship. You need to constantly bounce it against, make other person jealous, make him kind of flirt with outrageous love towards you. There is like like an animal reflection here. That's what I feel like a part of you, very primitive, very animal like. That fight, like a lion is fighting for his woman, right? and it makes a woman feel secured and comfortable, and like you could breathe in. There is a territory. He
Yeah.
placed a territory. This is my territory. No one is able to come here. But that could only be stimulated and shown when there is a threat. So you invite those threats in so he could underline to you and him that this is our territory. You need kind of that stimulation. So you want to talk to that part that is more like a line female and just say, I see you. I see what you're doing. I understand what you're doing. You feel very insecure and uncomfortable when he just says good morning and good evening and good night and I love you. It feels very dull. It feels very numb. And I see you want that drama, that kind of fountain of emotions. I see you. When I say I see you, she feels comforted. She wants to be seen by you, not by other guys. You recognize this part of you and just give it space. Yeah, it's part of me, it's okay. And it maybe will forever stay part of me. I don't want to chase it away. There is an element of my woman that is like that. All I need to do is just to look at it and to validate it as it is, not to uproot it, not to upgrade it. It's fine. I like you as you are.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
much.
On conscious level, I understand it's silly. And I told him yesterday, I said, no matter how many smiles I get, I know you, the only person who knows me at my essence and really appreciate me as a whole human being, not just like some random woman, that somebody might notice or might not notice. I said, like, you're like the real deal. So I was trying to understand, what is this even coming from, Yeah, that was my thing. And yeah, he kind of like understands that it's what he gets it. Like I had to give him back a little bit of sense of like also validation, I guess.
Mm-hmm. There's something more to this. I don't know if we have time or not, but I'll just say in this specific relationship that you are, you will come to understanding that you don't belong to each other. A love could flow between you, but you don't need to constantly reassure each other that you're only for each other. And I'm not saying you need to have a boyfriend on the side or he needs to have a girlfriend on the side. You will get there. It's not about making sure we're here committed for each other and we're only for each other. There's something more to this relationship. It has to flow without those primitive limitations. You don't need to reassure him and he doesn't need to reassure you. If there is a love and there is what to exchange, none of it is necessary. None of those explanations are necessary. You could play out some of your patterns and dynamics and get to know those patterns like lion, an animalistic kind of territorial thing, and get more deeper inside you. But you eventually don't need to come to him and apologize and reassure him because there is something more to your relationship than that. Does that make sense? Because it's not going to feed him maybe once or twice, and then he's again going to be not satisfied because you need to grow into a greater couple dynamic.
I agree. Well, but we also like new, right? So
Yeah.
we're growing. There's a lot of
So
growth.
don't be afraid if he's not satisfied with you saying you're the only one, I only want your smile and only want your validation. He's not going to be satisfied with that. Something doesn't sit right. And if he's going to feel it, it's okay because he wants to outgrow that.
I think so
Like
too.
the way I see it, you both know you are in love and you both are ready to meet any challenges, but still be affirmed that you are in love and it's not going anywhere and everything else could come and go, and let people smile away and let me play out my patterns till tomorrow. I just know this is my husband for now, and I know he's in love and I'm in love. And
Yeah.
it's not going anywhere. I had similar feeling when I put my foot down and I said that I want to move from Jerusalem back to US. I knew how big it was and important it was for my husband to live in Israel. And I clearly felt it. I felt if we are for each other and we need to, either I'm going to fall in love with Israel or he's going to come to US. I just know it's that part is not gonna make it or break it. It's just gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
And I went for it and I said, and he's like, what, you're ready to break the marriage? I said, yeah, because marriage is less than love. And I felt it like, yeah, maybe marriage could be challenged, but there is love that's not gonna let us challenge it. And you go there, you really lean against that. And don't apologize, don't feel sorry. Oh, I know how much Israel means to me, to you, and it's me who doesn't like none of that. I did none of that. I just went straight. And out of nowhere, one day, he came and said, his Rav said, move to America. Out of nowhere. Like it wasn't, I didn't ask him to ask his Rav. He didn't plan to ask his Rav. It was just like uncertain, completely uncertain. It was in uncertainty. And I was moving towards moving to America. He was very much staying in Israel. And we were like in one house. And I said, okay, you're upset, but what do you want to do? Like, because Rav is not him. And it's like, oh, now I have to move to America. And that was it. So I just brought this because that was exactly very similar.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. So any feedback? Anyone wants to say anything quickly, just for half a second?
I just want to say thank you. It was amazing. You and all participants to be so honest. It's every question. It was like very deep and not maybe for present, for past. It opens a lot of gates, answer a lot of questions, and remove a lot of guilt from me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful. My pleasure. Thank you. Yes.
And I want to say to everybody who asked questions today, because all those questions, as the previous lady said, it's amazing insight for everybody who's listening.
Yeah.
And thank you
so
very much to you. Thank you so much to you. Yeah.
Yes. Love you all.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next month, I guess, or next week for some of you.
God willing, yeah.
All right. Take
Okay.
care. Bye.
Thank you so much.